I've got kids, and that means it's always about them. But I need support too. That's where Ollie comes in. With their delightful, hardworking gummies, my partner and I can actually get a good night's sleep, so we'll both stand a chance of managing our stress responses. Even when the kids are doing parkour in the living room, discover Ollie vitamins and supplements. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
It's only a kick, a jump, a block. It's only a serve. It's only a tackle, a run. It's only for the fans. After all, it's only pressure. You got this. Adidas.
Welcome to the Having It All podcast, the show about what it takes to live an abundant, loving life. My name is Matthew Bivens, and I want to help you live with more clarity, confidence, and purpose so you can truly have it all. Let's do it. What's going on, my awesome friend? Welcome back to the podcast. I am Matthew Bivens, your balanced lifestyle coach. And I want to take a quick moment to say thank you so much for choosing to invest your time with me here today. If you ever want to reach out to me, send me some ideas for the podcast, send me some feedback, or just say what's up, you can always email me directly at matthew@matthewbivens.com. Today's episode is all about a perspective on exercise that has completely changed my life. And I'm actually recording this episode on location. I'm at the gym right now, and I think it's fitting to talk about this topic right after exercising. So the perspective, I'm going to share with you the old perspective and the new perspective, then I'm going to break it down. The old perspective is that exercise is about fitness. It's simply about moving your body, exercising your muscles, becoming stronger, becoming healthier physically. That's the old perspective, the old paradigm. The new perspective and new paradigm is that exercise, the purpose of exercise, is for reshaping how you relate to life. That's what it's about. And I want you to hear me out. So, stress. Stress is a part of life. And how you relate to the stresses of life directly influences how you feel about your life. If you're a person and you feel like you're able to handle the stresses of life, handle the circumstances of life, and you can rise above them, then you're going to feel like you have more joy, right? When stuff hits you, when that pressure of life really comes and smacks you, if you feel like you have the tools and the ability and the habits and the mindset and the perspective to rise above it regularly and confidently, then you're going to feel better about your life. However, if you're unable to rise above the stresses of life and those circumstances keep coming like wave after wave after wave, the things keep piling on, and you're feeling the impact of that stress day in and day out, then your life is going to be characterized by feelings of overwhelm, of burnout, of chronic fatigue. So a big part of how you feel about life overall is how you are relating to your life. And how you relate to life comes down to how you deal with the stresses of life. So when I say relating to something, I mean, how are you facing it? What are you making it mean? How are you coping with things? That's what I mean when I say relating to life. So when you're working out, you're putting your body under stress. That's what working out is. That's what exercise is. No matter what type of exercise you're doing, whether it's weight training, or you're on the treadmill running, or you're doing yoga or Pilates or whatever, calisthenics, you're putting your body under stresses. And that's the burn that you feel in your muscles, right? That's the heavy breathing that's going on when you're doing cardio. That is stress. A lot of times we don't think about that as stress, but that's exactly what's going on in your body. Your body is facing and handling and dealing with the stress that you're putting on it. So when you're in the gym and you're exercising and you're putting stress on your body, what does that tend to feel like physically? Well, a lot of times there's an elevation in your heart rate. Many times your breathing speeds up, faster breathing. You become sweaty, right? Those same types of things physically are happening when you're dealing with the stresses of life. That's what happens, particularly when it's acute stress in life, when the stress is really intense for a short period of time. You tend to get an elevation in your heart rate. Your breathing becomes more shallow. And if you're really stressed out and worried, scared, nervous, you start sweating. So you can use the stress in fitness and use that arena of fitness and the stress that you experience in exercise. You can use that to practice relating to the stresses of life in a more powerful and healthy and effective way.
Hey friends, this episode is sponsored by Factor, my favorite ready-to-eat meal delivery service. As life has picked up speed this past year, Sarah and I were finding that we enjoyed meal planning and prepping less and less. We were grateful to learn about Factor and their restaurant-quality meals that are ready to heat and eat at any time. We like Factor because of the chef-crafted meals that are dietitian-approved and pre-prepared. Each week, we can choose from a menu of over 35 different options, including keto, calorie smart, vegan and veggie, and more. And they also have some awesome add-ons, like cold-pressed juices, snack items, and even breakfast foods that are all held to a high nutrition standard. Factor has saved us money as well, especially on busy days when we might go for a quick takeout option. Instead, we now heat up some Factor meals and have a restaurant-quality dinner with none of the prep or mess, which means no cleanup, which we appreciate tremendously. So if you want to save yourself money, time, and stress when it comes to your meals, then I highly encourage you to consider giving Factor a try. Head to factormeals.com/havingitall50 and use code havingitall50 to get 50% off. That's code havingitall50 at factormeals.com/havingitall50 to get 50% off.
Shipping can make or break a sale, so optimize how you ship your orders with ShipStation. They make it easy to automate and manage orders no matter how big your business grows. And they might even be able to help reduce shipping and warehouse costs. So optimize and keep up your momentum for growth with ShipStation. Sign up for your free 60-day trial now at ShipStation.com and use the code POD. That's ShipStation.com with the code POD.
So let's do a little exercise. Let's try this out together. If you're driving right now, then do this when you get to a space where you aren't driving. All right? So what I want you to do is a squat hold. What you're going to do is you're going to find a wall, put your back against the wall, put your feet about 12 inches in front of you, hip distance apart, and then slide your bottom down that wall until your legs are parallel with the floor, and lean forward a little bit. So the only thing touching the wall is right above your bum, like right in the small of your back. Almost like you're sitting in a chair. And you're going to hold that position for 60 seconds. When you're sitting in that position, your legs, your low back, your glutes, your quads, all of those areas are going to start activating. You're going to start feeling the burn. So I just want you to sit in that position for 60 seconds. Go ahead and pause the episode, do that exercise, and then hit play again. All right, you're back. You've just done 60 seconds of a squat hold. Now, I intentionally did not give you any coaching. All I told you what to do was how to actually perform the exercise. So now I'm going to give you a little bit of coaching, and you're going to do it again. This time, when you do the squat hold again, at 60 seconds on the wall, I really just want you to focus on your breathing. Your breathing. That's it. So your goal is to, while sitting in that squat hold, take nice, long, deep inhale, pause at the top, and a nice, full exhale. Pause at the bottom. See how long you can extend the inhale and the exhale. Can you inhale for 4 or 5 seconds, pause, and then exhale for 4 or 5 seconds? That's about 10 seconds right there. You do that 6 times, you're complete with the 60 seconds. So focus on your breathing. And when your mind wants to go and think about the burn you're feeling in your legs or your back and in your body, then I want you to take your mind and gently bring it right back into the breathing. Keep pulling your mind and your thoughts back to your breath. And set a timer on your phone and allow the timer, make sure that the volume's up so it chimes. And when you go into your squat hold, hit start on the 60-second timer, turn your phone upside down and push it away from you so you're not looking at the time. Now I want you to go and do your second squat hold with that coaching. Come back, hit resume on the episode when you're complete. So now you're back from your second squat hold, this time following the coaching. And my question to you is, how did that second squat hold feel as compared to the first one? The first one, you just went in there, did your very best, didn't necessarily have anything to focus on, any coaching, anything like that. You just experienced it. The second time, I gave you a few things to help pull your attention into the present, to help cool your body off, to help calm your mind down, and allow you to sit in that heat. The purpose for this exercise is that you experience stress both times. Your body went through stress both times. And if you listen to the coaching on your second squat hold, I can almost guarantee the stress you experienced was a little bit less. It doesn't mean that the time was any less. Both of them are 60 seconds long, but you now had some tools to use to keep you present and cool you off in that fire. This is an example of relating to stress in a healthier, more powerful, more effective way. I have some more examples of this. This past week here in Atlanta, we had clients in the Your Day Balance Game program fly in from all over the country to participate in what we call a Your Day Game Day weekend. So clients in this program, twice over the course of the 6-month program, 2 times, they're going to come into Atlanta and they're going to have a 3-day weekend experience. And it's pretty incredible. One of those days, they're going to go through a game day, which is a physical fitness assessment. So I was taking 2 clients through this game day assessment. The game day consists of 4 quarters. There's a measurement in each quarter. The first quarter is body composition. The second quarter is about strength. The third quarter is your cardiovascular fitness. And the fourth quarter is your flexibility. In the second quarter, the strength quarter, there are 5 different exercises. So when these clients came into Atlanta and I'm taking them through their game day, this is the first time they've ever taken a game day. When I put them into that very first exercise, which is a squat hold, just like you did, I gave them a little bit of coaching. And they went through and they faced the stress, the acute stress, and they faced it as best as they could. Took down their score. We moved into the next exercise and we repeated that through all 5. What I saw, and I see this pattern over and over and over, the more that the clients will take on the coaching, surrender to the coaching and apply what I'm sharing with them, the more effective they are at handling the stress of the exercise. And the coaching that I give them is exactly what I gave you. Breathe, calm down your breathing, focus your mind. When your mind starts to wander and you start thinking about, is Matthew going to call the time? How much time is left? I don't know if I can do this. That injury I had last year is acting up. When your mind is doing all those things, you gently bring it back into the present moment. That same sort of coaching that I gave you is what I give them. And the pattern I see is as they apply that through that second quarter and those 5 fitness exercises, they go further and further and further each time. I see it all the time, and I saw it this past week. Your health and fitness will reveal how you relate to life. Because in your health and fitness, you're intentionally putting your body into a stressful space. You're applying stressors on your body. Acute stressors, which are intense over a short period of time, and chronic stressors, which start off low and they build up over time. That's what you're doing when you're exercising. You're putting your body into stress. So now if you start to look at your fitness and exercise as an arena to practice how you're relating to stress, then your perspective on exercise shifts. And I'm telling you, when my perspective on exercise shifted in that direction and really opened up, it changed everything. I've always been somebody who loves exercise. I love sports. I love moving my body. But for the majority of my life prior to having that perspective, it was about my muscles. It was about how I looked. I went to the gym to impress women. I went to the gym to get that high from lifting weights. I went to the gym because that's just what I've always known you're supposed to do to stay physically fit. But when I got this perspective that my health and fitness is revealing how I'm relating to life, and exercise is an opportunity for me to really practice handling stress in a more powerful way, it changed everything. I calmed myself down in the gym. I practiced breathing and flowing through exercises rather than being tight and rigid and trying to force my way through exercises. I practiced utilizing my breath to keep me present rather than having everything focused on the next rep or how much time is left or all those other things that keep me out of the present moment. And here's the biggest thing that happens. And if you practice this, I guarantee this will happen to you as well. The things that you practice in the gym, the way that you practice handling that stress in the controlled gym environment, they translate into real life when you're handling the stressors of life. When things happen in life that create acute stress for you, if you've been practicing breathing and calming down in the gym, you have a greater likelihood of breathing and calming down when the acute stress in life hits you. And if you've been practicing being very present and in the moment when the chronic stress in the gym happens, such as being on a treadmill and going for a long walk or a long jog, that's chronic stress. If you practice it in the gym, then when life's chronic stressors hit you, you're more likely to stay present during those stressors rather than have your mind go into the future or the past, which you'll always burn up. If you go into the future or the past during stress, you're going to burn up and you're going to worry.
Introducing Royal Caribbean's newest ship, Icon of the Seas, the ultimate family vacation. The ultimate 6 slides, 8 neighborhoods, 0 compromise vacation. The ultimate never done that, can't wait to do it vacation. The ultimate chillin' by a different pool every day of the week vacation. This is the Icon of Vacations. Icon of the Seas, arriving in 2024. Book today. Come seek the Royal Caribbean. Ships Registry, Bahamas.
Instacart shoppers know groceries. They know that you can't make guacamole with rock-hard avocados. They know how to quickly find those peanut butter pretzels you can never find. And they keep you in the know by giving you updates about your order along the way. Let Instacart shoppers help take shopping off your plate so you can get time and energy back for what really matters. Visit instacart.com or download the app to get free delivery on your first 3 orders. Offer valid for a limited time. Minimum order $10. Additional terms apply. Instacart. Add life to cart.
So this is what has shifted in my life and has shifted in the people that I've had the opportunity to coach over long periods of time when they start looking at exercise and fitness from this different perspective, from this different lens. So I really encourage you to go practice this. Go do those 2 exercises that I shared, right? Just jump into the squat hold without the coaching and then go back again, do it again with the coaching and see what the difference is for you. And then the next time that you're at the gym, the next time you're exercising, the next time you're doing anything for your fitness, I encourage you to try these 3 things. 1, put more attention on your breath. Breathe deeply and smoothly throughout your workouts, throughout your exercises, throughout whatever you're doing fitness-wise. The second thing is calm your body, calm down your face. A lot of people like to grit their face and their teeth and, have all that tension. Calm it down. Still do the exercise, still push all that weight, still do what you're doing, but try to create a calm demeanor in your face. And then third, when your mind starts to wander and you're thinking about how many more reps do I have left? How much time do I have left? I can't wait to leave this place. Try to gently bring your mind back to just focusing on your breath. Nice smooth inhale, nice smooth exhale. When you're doing that, you're creating a different relationship to stress. You're creating a more powerful and more healthy way to deal with and relate to stress. And the stress that you experience in the gym, the way that you handle that stress is the way that you're going to handle stress out in the real world, out in life. And you know that life stressors are just going to keep coming. Typically, the longer we live, the more responsibilities we have. The more responsibilities, it's like more weight on your shoulders, more stress on you. So life stressors don't typically go down as we continue on in life. It goes up. Now, with this new perspective that I share with you today, you have a place to practice dealing with that stress in a powerful and healthy way. And you have control over your health and fitness, which is beautiful. So that means you have a place where you can practice at any time you want. You can practice building a healthier and more powerful relationship to stress. So it's in your hands. I'm very excited to see what you do with it. So thank you for hanging out with me. Slightly unconventional episode with me recording here in my car at the gym. But boy, this is perfect timing. And whenever you're listening to this, if it's the beginning of the week or middle or end, whatever, you have the ability now to go and practice relating to stress in a more powerful way. So again, I encourage you to do it. Let this podcast, if you listen to any other podcasts or books and do all that stuff, great. I encourage you to do it. But make sure when you listen to this one, you start taking action. Because it's only by taking some action that you're going to create a different result in your life. You're going to create a different experience in your life. So I encourage you, take some action. And then if you want to share feedback with me with what you experienced and the results you got, I'd love to hear it. Shoot me an email, matthew@matthewbivens.com. With that, I want to say thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. I'm sending you so much love. My name is Matthew Bivens, and here is to you having it all.
Quick note about the Having It All podcast. I am not a doctor nor a licensed therapist. I'm a man with a story and a passion for conscious conversation. My thoughts, opinions, and beliefs are my own. So please consult with your doctor or healthcare provider regarding any questions or issues you have related to your personal physical or mental health.
Does your father know you're listening to this podcast? Well, when you're done, why don't you stop by and check out a show that is 100% dad-approved, Dadages. Hi there, I'm Chad Hagel. If you're looking for useful insights and practical advice you can actually apply to work, family, education, philanthropy, and just life in general, check out Dadages. That's Dadages, wherever you listen to your podcasts.